What's up, everybody? Welcome to another exciting edition of MNC Morning's Rundown, where we take topics and kind of debate and go back and forth and see who makes the better points, and then we're going to vote for it on Twitter. It's very exciting. I'm undefeated. Well, not undefeated, but I'm 1-1. So we're going to get started. First topic, Shannon Loftus versus everyone. So, Mooch, well, who do you think could do a better job than Shannon Loftus at Microsoft doing her job? I personally think pretty much anybody could at this point.
Anybody could do it. I hate to say it, and usually we're
Yeah.
supposed to go back and forth and disagree, but I got to tell you something. At this point, we're on the same page. I would say J-Dubs, myself, you, anybody could do a better job. And that's not fair to say it just like that, such a bland statement. But crap, she hasn't produced anything since she's taken over for Phil in that seat. Tell me what she's given me. Prove me wrong. And
she's canceled. There's been game cancellations under her. She's come out pretty much against single-player games. Realistically, she puts her foot in her mouth. She has a big smile on her face while introducing remakes of games that we launched the generation with, Zoo Tycoon. Like, who's excited about this? She needs to know. If she's pushing the Xbox One X, you're not going to push the old games or kiddie games that were retrofitted and they took the Kinect out.
Exactly. We want real games. Stop with the cartoony shit. We're done with it. We're tired of it. We want something that's a little bit more realistic, more real to life.
Exactly. Like, Shannon, you've got to go back, do something with the VR or something, or AR. We wish you luck, honey, but at the end of the day...
you don't got to go home, but you got to
get the hell out of
here.
Exactly.
Nice. Very good. Very good.
Next up, Destiny 2. Is it failing? They've lost a significant number of players. Uh-oh, Mooch, your favorite game. Do you think it's failing?
It's not failing. Everybody's got to realize this. We've said it once. We'll say it a million more times. That is Destiny, folks. You buy Destiny, you play it for 2 months. After that, you've pretty much crushed everything Bungie's given you because people are playing it day in, day out. Then when the DLC comes, everybody comes back. So all this is, don't get me wrong, it's a legitimate article. It's a legitimate discussion. But everybody leaves. Everyone that left will come back. They already bought the season pass. This is a non-issue.
I don't know, Mooch. 2 million players. That's a lot of damn players to be abandoning a game. I mean, at the end of the day, I think that it might not be time to panic just yet. But if those numbers get any lower, I would say maybe it is time to panic because Destiny really did a bad job out of the gate with the first one.
2 million people. You said it yourself. You think 2 million people that spend $60, all 2 million of them are not going to come back? They're all going to come back.
I bought the game, but I didn't come back. So, you know what I mean? I don't know. I know. I'm level 2. I'm level 2. Hey, maybe when it gets an Xbox One X enhancement, I might hop in there and just mess around and see what's going on. But I don't know. I have to disagree with that. Next up, media bias versus media favoritism. Which one do you think more applies to the Xbox brand? Because for a long time, we've been known as like the media bias bros, right?
Yeah.
Like, oh, they're always preaching media bias. But are we actually, is it really media bias or is it more media favoritism? Like, for me personally, I think there's a bit of both depending on which site it is. Yeah. But there's a lot of media favoritism. What's your thoughts on that?
I think it's a little bit more media bias. I see where you're coming from with the favoritism. And in certain instances, people grew up with the PlayStation brand. So for their defense, maybe them, it's favoritism. But a lot of it's Microsoft bashing. It's bashing. It's like making fun of Microsoft to make Sony look better. And when you're doing that, that's a bias because what you're doing, that's on the attack. The way I look at it is if you're defending Sony because of your childhood dreams and the things that you loved and the games that you played, that's fine. I'll let that go. But when you're doing deliberate attacks and you've developed an entire campaign based off of a difference of 180p, that, my friend, is media bias. That was a deliberate agenda by the media to take Microsoft out by the legs.
But the whole point of favoritism is you have a favorite, right? So I think a lot of it is favoritism just because these people grew up with the PlayStation. You know what I mean? A lot of these people grew up with PlayStation, and so they favor PlayStation.
I played PlayStation 2 as well, Crap. That's the thing. I played PlayStation growing up as well. But at the same time, you have to stop and look at it. Xbox came out with a better controller, a better online service, and I really think multiplayer is the place to be. That is the place to be. And the problem is the gaming media is developed mainly of these single-player type of gamers, which there's nothing wrong with, but they're pushing their agenda down our throats, and that's not what we want.
Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree. I just think that there is a lot of favoritism, too. Next up, single-player games. Are they dying out? Again, Shannon Loftus has said something similar to this. Phil Spencer has. I don't know if they're dying out because we're always probably going to have a single-player element. But do you think it's gotten to the point? I mean, look, Scalebound canceled. A lot of games that are single-player getting canceled. Studios closing down. The latest one was that Star Wars game. That was going to be a very story-driven game. What do you think? Is there still room for single-player games anymore? or is it mostly going to be multiplayer and transaction type games?
This is like that same discussion when people say if you stare at the sun, you're going to go blind. Well, don't stare at the sun. Here's the thing about this. Single-player games are not going to be extinct, okay? They're still going to be around, but it's just a topic of discussion. They're not going to get rid of things like that. I mean, the single-player to Halo is not going to go away. Uncharted's not going to go away. But realistically, the writing's on the wall that multiplayer games make more money. And these are businesses. That's why I don't understand people with their kumbaya candles and can't we just all get along? And it doesn't matter what a developer says and what game he's playing on what system. These things all matter. It's a business, folks. It's a business. And multiplayer makes money, period.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think single-player games are going anywhere, but I think they're going to be less of a focus going forward, especially when you see and Destiny, a lot of these games, Division, that realistically rely on this type of stuff. Next up, this is one of your topics. Do green discs matter? You want to take it away?
Yeah, I'll take it away. Green discs do matter to Xbox fans, but to nobody else, and that's the problem. And you know who else I really think has a problem with? I think that the Microsoft executives need to start to understand that they have to stick up for their own brand. Your brand is like your own kid. If you don't stick up for them, then everyone else is going to walk around and kick them in the ass. And that's the problem. They don't defend the people that defend their product. They don't defend their own product. It's just peace, love, and harmony, and it doesn't matter. You're trying to tell me, Crap, that if you work for a company that has a marketing deal, forget the gaming company for a second. Forget everything. If you see these sports teams and they're signed up with a certain sports drink, they don't even like the drink. They don't even touch the drink. It's got too much sugar in it, but they still hold the bottle because that's who sponsors you.
Yeah.
The money is filtrated through their organization. It's the same thing here.
Yeah,
so why is it somebody that gets paid shouldn't get that money? Why shouldn't they show that respect to that brand?
If you're pimping Gator up a Powerade sign, it's basically bottom line right there. And you never see this on the Sony side. So I know like a lot of times we're supposed to disagree or whatever, but I'm 100% in agreement that I think that if there's a marketing deal in place, that the only discs that should be shown are Xbox discs or PlayStation, depending on who has the marketing, right? It's like we don't even get official announcement for Destiny 2 or Call of Duty being X-enhanced or what that entails, because Sony won't allow it, right? That should be the same type of deals that Microsoft makes going forward.
Agreed.
Next up, media gets free Xbox One X's. Is that the wrong people getting the Xbox One X's? This is another one of yours. What do you think, Mooch?
Listen, it's the wrong thing to do. And let me tell you why. You do have to get it out to certain parts of the media, but other people that are just going to take the Xbox One X, take it out into the middle of the road and smash it on the ground, why give it to people like that disrespected your brand? Again, this happens in no other business but the gaming business. Why not give an X to someone like the Crap Gamer? I'm not even going to include myself in there, but someone like Crap that does day in and day out coverage of the Xbox brand. He's definitely an Xbox fan. He's got enough subscribers that it shows goodwill from Microsoft. Give someone like Crap or Zaire, give these guys Xbox One X's. These are the people that have been fighting for you since the 2012 era when you had nobody in your corner. Okay, so I'm not even asking for myself.
No.
Here I am, mooching for my friends. All I'm saying is this: give it to the people who love your product. They'll do you more service in the end.
Here's the thing, I agree again, like, it pisses me off to no end. I'm seeing people that have actually crapped on the Xbox since the beginning. The Boogies, Jeff Keighley, and I hear the bell, but I'm still going to go, folks. Jeff Keighley, this ass bucket gets an Xbox One X. Sure, the box looked damaged, as it should be, but, you know what I mean? This guy gave away the price of the Xbox One X before E3, and people at Microsoft were pissed off about this. There is no way this guy should have got it. Let people go out and buy it them damn selves. You know what I mean? Like, wow, I cannot believe the people that are getting Xbox One X's. Like, the list is unbelievable. It just baffles me, completely baffles me. Yep. Next up, the SNES Classic or backwards compat for OG Xbox games. This is a tough one, Mooch. This is one of yours.
I gotta say it
I like this. I gotta tell you.
Go ahead, you take it, Crap.
OG Xbox for me. OG Xbox all day. Those games are so good. You got KOTOR, Ninja Gaiden Black. You have all kinds of games. Sid Meier's Pirates, and they're going to keep adding to it. Psychonauts. Woo! I forgot how much I love that game. OG backwards compatibility, 100% better than SNES Classic.
Here's the problem. All you guys that love your back compat, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, and I'm not hating on it. I'm really not. But when you're talking about the two differences, you guys that all love these games, you all have the original Xbox in your house. You could have been playing these all along. You know why you haven't? Because you're tired of them and you don't like them. The whole idea with the SNES Classic is it's true nostalgia. These are games. No, not many people still have the cartridges from the 90s. Nobody kept those things from house to house or college moved back to
I
the
do.
professional. Yeah, but not many. More people have the people that are saying they're playing these games on OG back and Pat. They have the games. They have the Xbox One OG or the Xbox OG. They have it.
This one's going overtime, though, because I'm telling you right now, right? I have an original Xbox, but with the newer TVs, they're really a pain in the ass to hook up, like, the old school stuff to, right? So you have to use these component cables, and they, like, plug in weird.
Same thing goes for the SNES Classic. That's what makes it so great.
But you can use HDMI. Yeah, I get that. So being able to play backwards compat and better graphics and everything, I think that's much better because the games, in my opinion, were much better and much more realized.
Listen, there's
in
nothing
the
wrong
early
with it.
2000s.
I'll say that. But if you're going to give the nostalgia crown to one of them and not the other, you got to give it to the SNES Classic. These are games that are harder to get your hands on, and they're like Donkey Kong Country, Super Castlevania. I mean, these are true all-time classics.
KOTOR for life. We can keep adding. Hey, we can keep adding to the OG Xbox backwards compatibility.
You're stuck. You're
stuck with 30 games forever on the SNES Mini. Bottom line, I just won that. Everybody knows it. Let's go on to the next topic. Xbox Live games with gold, I'm assuming, versus PlayStation Plus. Now, we don't have the PlayStation Plus games yet, but I can already tell you it doesn't matter because it's going to be better than what Xbox has.
Yeah, I agree. Listen, the past couple of months, it's all been PS Plus. Overall, I think if you look at the longevity of the entire thing, I think it's a wash. I think they've both done good. They both, like, it seems like one goes on a 3-4 month run, and the other one goes on a 3-4 month run and beats the other one. Everyone's just a little bit left. Of course, when Sony does something, the whole world, actually the earth stops moving for a few minutes while those tweets go out. So it's so great when Sony gives. Remember, when Sony's giving, take a look at the era of time. It's always when Sony has nothing to offer you anywhere else. Microsoft has a lot of games and a new console coming out. Why do they want to give you something free? They don't. They want you to go out and buy. That's called business. Again, folks, stop with the Unity candles. Stop with the kumbaya. They are here to make money, and that's what Microsoft would do, and so would you if you were in a corporate seat.
What a travesty this is, right? First of all, Microsoft, you have a Xbox One X coming out in November. Why wouldn't you have enhanced games? You just announced enhanced games on the 360 for Christ's sake, right? And the Xbox. Why not do Rise of the Tomb Raider? What a great way to get people to jump on board, right? Why not do the first Assassin's Creed? That's enhanced, or you know what I mean? One of those damn enhanced games. Get those games out there. That's what you got to do. Microsoft dropped the ball. End of story. Crap Gamer wins. Woo! Vote for me.
I don't know about that. Listen, vote Mooch. Listen, you guys may not like some of the answers, but here's the thing. It is the voice of reason. You have to stop and think about it and be like, you know, at the end of the day, I think Mooch really knocked them out of the park. Everything I said is true. It's all factual.
Yeah, I don't know about that. But anyway, thanks for watching the Rundown. We will catch you guys later. If you guys have some topics for us on the Rundown or a top 10, let us know, and we'll be happy to incorporate them into what we do. Have a great day.